Yeah, so really get that soundboard soon.
Yeah. We really need that soundboard. Or we just need to hear the heartbeat of someone dying.
Yes.
And then use that as our sound.
The flat line.
Yeah, the flatliner, right?
The flat line. Oh, the one.
Then they're gonna
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called D flat.
D flat sound.
All right. So, welcome to another episode of Breaking Wind.
Yeah. From now on, we're just going to do it in the studio because I think we do it in the morning. Usually, it's too early for us to wake up, lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too early for somebody to wake up, lah.
Yeah.
It's
It's either Sean or me. We take turns.
Yes.
Oh, but now I'm trying to keep active. I go play futsal.
Right.
Yeah, and get scars and probably sprain ankles and everything else.
What you're trying to do is be a man.
I'll be a man.
How I work out is I do sit-ups in bed. Yeah, lim wei ming.
Sit-ups in bed.
Yeah, when I sit up when I get up, and then I sit back down
When
when
you don't
I
feel like
go
getting up,
back down to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens about 30 times. That's quite good, lah.
30 times in the day, lah.
good.
30 times in the morning, actually.
IPPT
In the morning,
pass.
yeah.
IPPT pass. So for this Breaking Wind, we're just gonna actually just recap on the previous two podcasts. I think one where you did it without me and slandered me, and the other one where
That
I
was
wrong.
glorifying you, Sean. That was
Yeah.
glorifying.
Oh, it's like one person.
I think we addressed that already. That you had to do what you had to do. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah,
You had
it's
to
a,
deliver presents.
it's a new year. It's a new Sean. You know,
Not
some people have to work for the money.
I'm a different kind of Santa. That one made me sound like Satan.
No, not only did you bring joy to kids, you also brought joy to their fathers.
Fathers.
Yeah, to their family members as
To
well.
their family members.
Fathers.
So actually, you are the hero of this story.
Yes. So, by no way is it meant to be taken as slander. It's
I get it.
like
It
what
comes,
Josie
it,
said.
it comes from the
should
heart.
it should be taken as glorification.
Glorification.
You should bask in that glory.
I am
Yeah.
Singapore Santa.
Exactly.
Yes, I don't come in through your chimney. I find something else.
Another hole that you can
Yes.
enter into.
Another orifice.
And I don't actually
That's
come.
why we are the Lords of Loba.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Different coming.
Yeah.
When I say I come in
We're
your
coming to
chimney,
see you in a different way.
Yeah.
I come in your chimney. You know that song? What's that? What the one where I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
What song is that?
What song is that?
I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night.
What song is this?
I want to see the music video though.
There is no music visual, but that usually gives an idea, because Santa's make believe. No
Yeah.
kids on this one, right?
No.
So Santa's make believe. So usually
The only
that's
kids are those under 12 when they can't understand what's going on.
So it's the father that's making out with the mom, but the father's dressed up as Santa.
right.
And the kids like saying, "I saw mommy kissing Santa last
Or
night."
it could be the uncle or the
Yeah.
neighbor. You never know.
Oh, the grandfather.
See,
And the dad might be filming it.
That's
Yeah.
why they left it vague. So now
Right.
that kid is probably suffering from trauma.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially if it doesn't end at the kissing.
Or the kid just learns a really important life lesson.
You can't
That-
trust women.
Incest is incest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's the uncle, it's not incest though.
It is.
If it's the uncle if it's the uncle on the mom side, so
Mom's
it's a
side.
brother.
Yeah, it's a brother.
Yeah, that's incest. So it all depends. It all depends, and I don't know the rest of the song. I just hope that it stays like
you
PG-13.
know the part which is the most important.
Saw Santa kissing your mum.
Yeah.
Yes. Or
Sex
like
on Christmas Day.
it's from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the Christmas special, where Charlie sits on the Santa's lap and asks him a really important question. Did you fuck my mom? Did you fuck my mom? Did you fuck my mom, Santa? Did you fuck my mom?
No, but coming
Yeah,
back
that
to
was hilarious. This is
Yeah.
a hilarious scene.
Then he goes on to bite Santa in his neck.
wasn't it all a dream?
No,
No, it happened. It happened. It was in a mall, and
It
then
was in a mall,
he
yeah.
decided to sit on Santa's lap and ask for a present or
Damn.
something. Yeah, it's
Well.
extremely hilarious.
But what about follow up? What happened last week that we need to follow up now? I think Jack Ma, right?
Jack Ma.
He's still missing.
Still missing.
Yeah, no picture, no sound.
No
No
sound?
picture, no sound. He's
There-
not active on
There's some
social media at all, right?
Excuses
Media.
saying that he's going laying low in light of all this. Is he laying low or is he laid low?
Yeah, he has been tied
Yeah.
onto like a barge.
Red,
sent
white,
out
and
into the
blue.
ocean, and then they just release the chains.
Yeah.
He's got like leg weights.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's got fucking anvils as for leg weights. And
Fishes might be feeding on his body.
Yeah.
The corals, might grow around him. I think he's adding to the biodiversity life in the ocean.
In
Or
the
like-
South China Sea.
Yeah.
where
Oh,
it's
he
the-
went on like a vacation thing to like South America or the Caribbean, and then they brought him to the Amazon, just sink him into the fucking river,
Yeah.
and all the piranhas feasted on him.
Or maybe they fed him to the tribes. They wanted some Chinese
Yeah, because
food.
the last place he was seen, I don't know where he was really seen lah, but the last thing he was doing was this African
He was meant to go there.
African entrepreneurship, right? And on the way there.
He was
yeah.
meant to go there, and he did not show.
My guess is go check all the safari zones, see whether the lions are like fed or not. Like,
Yeah.
fatter than usual.
But he's a thin fucker lah, so he's a squeak. So
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure if,
because the lions there never had Chinese food before.
But the thing is that what sauce do you think they served him with?
Sichuan.
Sichuan lah.
Sichuan sauce. Spicy. I don't know, man. Jack Ma disappearing when he just made 2 comments about the he gave his opinion about
Kung Pao chicken, Kung Pao Jack.
Jack Mala.
Jack Mala.
Jack Mala.
They made him into
But
hot pot.
hot pot.
But here's the question: who's running his company now? Or has he
No,
stepped
he
down?
left. He stepped down already.
He stepped down.
Like he stepped
Someone took
down.
over. No, you got to keep in mind that most of the companies are all government owned.
Right.
Yeah, so this guy was like the figurehead and everything because it was his idea or some shit like that. So they put him in charge. They let him get paid. But then once he was like, I think we are going to transition out of me running the company. So he left and someone else took
I mean,
over.
that's the
that was
usual
when
way
he
you want
started
to.
bad mouthing
That's the
shit.
usual way you want to run your company. I
Yeah.
think that if you get rich enough, you just leave. Why would you want to keep running? And just let the company run itself, and then take your earnings and
Just
live
cash
your
out
life.
and retire lah.
Which is what he did, but the where he earned is, or where most of them will is because they're living, they've got money, so they're not living like the normal Chinese people. So they somehow, or rather, get this impression that they're above, like somehow. I don't know.
Above the CCP.
Suddenly above the CCP and make a comment like, the Chinese government shouldn't do pop, and then suddenly the eyes of the Chinese government is like, say what now? And then you disappear.
You never forget who pays, who signs your checks.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
and who
the
transfers
thing
money
is
to your
that
bank
they
account.
don't even have to sign the checks. Am I very soft?
No, yeah,
No,
okay.
you're okay.
Yeah, okay.
They don't even have to sign the checks. As long as you're in their country, right? They've already got their eyes on you. They're not giving you the money, but that somehow is their money. Like the money there flows.
Right.
It's the Chinese people money, and it's a communist state. So the Chinese people money is the government's money, and the government money is Chinese people money, and not your money. What? Like it's supposed to go around lah, but it just goes one way. But it's still everyone's.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Some people say that he's dead. Some people say that he's hiding out in another country. Some people say that he probably defected to the United States.
Well, the only way,
no one knows.
only
Or
way to
Canada.
know how
no one
is
knows.
that you see another come out is Jacksonvilian Jacksonvilian Manchester. Then he comes out and says, "Hi, everybody. I identify as a shim or a him or a
Actually,
Zimbo."
he might be getting like plastic surgery as we speak.
Probably.
Because like without plastic, like if he looks like how he looks, like normally,
He sticks out lah.
Yeah.
no one is going to be like, this guy, where have I seen him before?
Yeah. Do you think he gets
You
plastic
look-
surgery to look like another Asian man and he's
Yeah.
hiding out in like
I
New
think
Hampshire or some shit?
he wants to look like either Jackie Chan or Chow Yun Fat.
Jackie Chan and Chow. The funny
How
thing
about
is
Donnie
that
Yen? Donnie Yen.
the funny thing is he's quite a high profile figure. So I'm
Yeah.
actually interested to see when he appears. Like
If he ever appears
if
again.
he ever appears again,
Yeah.
what it's going to be, because he's actually somewhat eccentric. So
Yes.
like he has been, he spoke with Elon Musk before, and we've seen how the way he talks and things. So he's
Yeah.
kind of outspoken, and he tends to probably do things.
Wait,
that,
did he? When did he speak with Elon Musk?
in
an interview?
No, I think there was it was a panel thing.
panel thing, and then he was speaking, and then Elon Musk was taken aback by some of the things that he said lah. But that's the thing, he's an eccentric billionaire, so God knows where he is.
Right.
Like maybe he's on a ship with it. Elon Musk actually sent him up to space with
Two-
no one
eh,
knowing.
Two masks.
Actually, there's a very interesting what do you call that point of view that was brought up by both Alex Jones and David Icke.
Yeah,
So
regarding this incident.
both conspiracy like leaders in the conspiracy world are like people who are at the forefront of like talking about this, writing books and all this kind of shit. So they're talking about like people like Jack Ma. Hey, not about Jack Ma. They were speaking about like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. Like these people are deemed by like vast majority of the population, world population, that these guys are fucking smart people. You know, they have built companies from ground up with nothing, and then they build it. But according to David Icke, he was saying that these guys actually don't really run it, and they don't know much, but they are put in place as figureheads. So that if you think about Amazon, you only think about Jeff Bezos. You think
Right.
about Tesla, you only think about Elon Musk. You think about Microsoft, the only guy you think about
But-
is Bill Gates.
But then
You think
Right.
about Apple, the only guy you think about
But they're the ones that started it up.
is Steve Jobs. Yeah, but they did not start it up. Technically.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What in regards to who? Like Tesla or?
Yeah, so it's like a corporation is usually registered, and the ideas behind it come from like a panel or like a committee, and then this guy, like one guy is selected, they hire the guy, and then they put him up as this is the guy, he's the brainchild behind this, he's the genius behind this, he designed this, he worked on that, work on this and that, and then suddenly the guy is elevated,
Yeah.
and then the company is invested in.
I mean, for Steve Jobs on that is, yeah, I mean, a lot of things have come out after he passed away, how he kind of backstabbed the people that he worked with, then take credit
Steve
for that.
Wozniak.
Yeah. And all the scientists and engineers who work in the team, he just like, forget them and like, I'm the main, like, player
Exactly.
in this
Yeah.
field. So yeah, that I guess.
So there's usually a projection behind all of this. Like even Bill Gates, right? Like yeah, he came up with shit, but then he actually came up with those kind of all the things with a
Mine
group of
is-
people.
My thing is with the names. Well, not the first
But
names.
I don't see
their
that as a. But the thing is that I don't see that as a conspiracy. I see that as an egotistical man who wants to climb the ladder.
Oh
and
no,
then, like,
the conspiracy is not that. The conspiracy is that these people actually they are just put in there
right.
to like be the figurehead and run it from
Yeah.
for optics from outside. But inside, right, they actually have no say, nothing.
I think the only thing
So-
that gives that
so it's
credit, right, credence, or anything is that the names. Because Jobs, Gates, Bezos, Musk, Buffett,
Warren Buffett.
Buffett,
Yeah.
all just very like unique names to be up there,
Yeah.
Right.
like just coincidentally, wow, why couldn't it be like
John Smith.
or salad or like
Yeah.
Kraft Ma or
Kraft
like,
got what?
or
Kraft got what?
or Kegel.
Kraft.
Yeah,
Ke-
the owner of the Kraft company.
Yeah, Kraft got like Kegel or
Right. What about prostate?
yeah, prostate,
Prostate is the last name.
Prostate.
frenulum.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds like
Ball
a
sack.
very
Balls.
I think ball sack is a very
Dude,
Eastern European name.
If John Bolsack was the richest man in the world right now, I would question the panel.
Technically, Elon Musk, right, is Richard's man now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
But the names are just unique to me. Like
But that's not indicative of the true
yeah,
wealth that they have, lah. It's
I mean,
it's whatever the stock
other-
market is
other
saying
thing
at
is
that point in
that,
time as well.
That's why I'm thinking. If the idea, like Ike is saying, that there's a panel out there that puts people there, right? I would think that that's how they got those names out there. What name you would pick that would ring out, like
Yeah.
Bill Pope? Nah.
What
Bill,
about Alice Prostate?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. William Jenkins.
William G
Nah.
Spot. William G Spot.
Spot. William Krasinski. No, too Jewish. William Clock. No, cannot. Gates.
Yeah.
Gates has a ring to it. Then it just goes out. They run it through a thing. How does Bezos sound?
Yeah, and another thing is that, like
Why choose them?
like they have run a company, right? And then within a very short period, they gain wealth, and then they become like household names, and now people look towards them for what do you call that, solutions for everything in life. like
they
Bill Gates.
but they
and,
credit
like,
they
all
credit
this kind of
Jobs
shit.
with like innovation and you know Steve Jobs like Apple innovation all that. It's wrongly credited. He
Yeah.
took other people's innovation and he sold it.
Exactly.
I mean, he was a visionary.
And
don't,
again,
don't,
his
don't
name-
take away. Don't take that away from him.
I
But he didn't create it on his own. There were
correct.
there were partners that he
So-
worked with and everything. Yeah.
if
So-
what David Icke says is true, then we can't take it away from him because
Yes.
he didn't do anything.
no, but
I think what you are saying is more of what Bill Burr said. Like Bill Burr said that this guy did not sit there soldering.
Yeah, exactly.
and putting things together. He did not even come up with a prototype.
he has a
just said,
vision. Yeah.
he had a vision or whatever.
Mm.
But what David Icke is saying is like totally different
Yeah,
from
he's saying
what.
that he didn't even
Yeah,
do that.
I think everything that David Icke says is a pinch of salt.
Yeah,
The man's
why-
a bit
that's why-
extreme.
So that's
So-
why
No,
he
but
just,
but
he's
the
just
guy
saying-
he doesn't say shit like he doesn't pluck things out of nowhere.
Right.
He usually bases it on like documents that he gets.
Yeah.
And like info that he gets.
But the thing is that he never reviews his documents.
No, he does. He has got books and stuff like that. If
Right.
you want, you can go to Kinokuniya, you can buy one of his books.
Right.
But people are not interested. People have labeled him like a nut job. This guy is an extreme conspiracy theorist
I mean,
and all this kind of shit. Like,
what I heard just now is kind of hard to swallow, lah. I mean, because we want to believe that these people did something with their life, and you know
that's why they
found it.
are this rich now and all this
Yeah,
kind of
you
shit. Like,
You don't
it
want to
cannot
think
be,
that
like,
you don't want to
cannot
think that
be,
there's
like-
an Illuminati out there choosing people. Even though I did say like the credit goes that
No,
when
but
you
here's the
find
thing.
names,
Here's the thing, though. You can't be a fucking loser.
Mm.
Okay, let's say there's this group of Illuminati-esque group who chooses like people to run shit.
yeah.
You can't be a fucking loser for them to choose you. You need to show some
Of
kind of
course.
potential,
Of course.
some kind of
But-
intelligence,
but
some kind of
the- Not being a
So-
loser, right, also does not equate to being a genius. That's what I'm saying.
right.
So, like, people now, right, like, what David I was saying, and I can see the point, is that, yeah, you don't have to be a loser. You have to be competent.
Yeah.
You've got to show up at
Yeah.
events. You've got to show, like, you can do things. You can be a visionary. You can see things. So, from a select group, you pick people and you put them up as figureheads,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But that does not mean that those people are geniuses. Those people invented things. Nothing like
But-
that. Yeah.
But even looking at the way.
But then there's a price to pay.
yeah.
So you get all this wealth, you get all this fame, but then after that, you need to reinvest all of that.
Right.
So like Bill Gates, like most of his money is actually tied up. He claims that he will donate everything after his like death or some shit like that.
and he already donated half his wealth to
something like that.
cancer.
Then
fund.
cancer,
cancer, then vaccines, all this kind of shit, and then he becomes like a figurehead for vaccinations, for vaccine research and all this kind of shit. So the guy
for the big pharma, lah, basically.
for big pharma. So now like this guy, right, like at the start of the pandemic, suddenly people are looking towards Bill Gates
for answers.
for answers. Fucking Trevor Noah invited him on
Yeah.
a Zoom call and had an
But
interview.
he's not a scientist.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you have society
Yeah,
now
I see,
believes that this guy, because he's a multi-billionaire,
Yeah.
he's smart.
And
Like,
he's a philanthropist as well.
He's a philanthropist,
Yeah.
and how can he not be smart? He runs Microsoft. He founded Microsoft.
yeah.
Like, I would rather believe him than you because you have done nothing.
Yeah. But they fail to realize that he's not. He doesn't know anything about viruses.
that-
I mean,
Exactly.
About biology,
not,
about-
they not realize. They just take it because
Yeah.
he's considered proven himself through his
Yes.
achievement.
Yes.
So whatever he says has to be gospel.
Yeah.
Basically,
So
lah.
when David Icke
Yeah.
says something like that, it sounds completely out of the knocked out of the
Yeah.
the ballpark. But then when you break it down, like I just said, even though it's ridiculous what I said, like the names part, but you think about it, lah. The names also, I'm fixated on it because it's just so like now we know it so well.
Yeah.
And yes, it could be someone else, but just think about it. Like if there was a panel out there, wouldn't this be one of their things? Like what
Like
But you
a
had to
name
put-
that sticks out.
a name that sticks out,
Right.
and you have like Boris Daw or Derek Fence instead of Bill Gates.
Right.
You know those little things, and it's weird and funny now. I mean, like odd to think it out, but can you imagine if that was the thing? Like a bunch of high elite people, and like we need a figurehead, and
Yeah.
we're gonna choose. We need someone who is who we're gonna market as someone who is innovative and creative. What kind of name will stick out? Let's give him Jobs. Let's Jobs.
Yeah.
Because he creates jobs.
Yeah,
And
creates
then
jobs.
you
It's like
watch
some weird-
like people on
weird thinking.
like Elon Musk on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah. The guy looks like he's high on some shit.
Dude, the fellow was smoking weed, and not just because he smokes weed doesn't mean that.
Okay,
he's
no,
a nut
the
job.
thing is that
But the conversation he had with Joe Rogan, right, was fucking extremely dry.
yeah, but for him,
He did not actually say much,
That probably that's why
his
Joe
head.
Rogan gave him the
weed,
marijuana
yeah.
to chill him
But
out.
even then, he did not say much.
Yeah.
because he's already got too much in his system. But yeah, it's his hair.
Didn't his stock price dropped the day after that video was released
Is it?
of him smoking weed or some shit?
Well, no,
Yeah,
then,
because people were like, "Why is?"
But
the
then after
founder
it
of
went
a-
up,
Yeah.
after
no,
it
but
went
there's other thing is like he tweeted something as innocuous as switch to Signal,
Yes.
and people didn't even switch to the correct Signal. They thought it was Signal Medical.
Yeah, they bought
So
stocks.
it's talking about
Right.
Signal the app.
The app, yeah. The
But
chat
people
app.
bought stocks in Signal Medical, and it
Oh, shit.
it raised up by 6,000%.
Yeah.
And it was the wrong
And then
stock.
once people like figured that it was a wrong signal, right?
Yeah.
They started dumping it.
But can you
So
imagine
he went
that,
up and then he just
that,
crashed, lah.
the power of that one tweet
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
raised a stock by that much, and because of his name.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you just said something like,
But
buy Sean's toothbrush.
But yeah. But I mean, not even
Stepped
diving
up.
too deep into this whole conspiracy shit. Just look at how Jeff Bezos is entering the news, the media.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought Washington Post, right?
Yes.
And then now with Amazon Plus, he's churning out documentaries. You know, infiltrating the minds of Americans and
Amazon Prime.
yeah, Amazon Prime. Sorry.
Mm.
Yeah, infiltrating the minds of the American audience
Yes.
for a certain kind of direction.
Correct.
So yeah, so this is all out in the open, right? You don't really have to like.
It's all
yeah.
out in the open, but people usually just don't think about it.
Yeah.
Like what's his name? Like Zuckerberg.
Mm.
Like even the movie Social Network, right?
Yep.
It showed that this guy wasn't the brainchild of it.
Yeah.
To a certain extent only,
Yeah.
right? But then when you listen to the Winklevoss twins or Eduardo Saverin, right? They have like conflicting stories,
Mm.
which totally like most of it contradicts the movie.
Right.
But then it has been put out. People would believe the Social Network way more
yeah.
than going and doing their own research and finding out like how did Zuckerberg actually eventually start running the company,
company lah.
by himself.
So the Winklevoss twins and Eduardo Slevin actually
Yeah, so
were more critical of Mark
Zuckerberg,
lah.
yeah. So the Winklevoss twins actually came out earning the least amount of money.
Right.
From the whole thing, from Facebook. The whole concept of Facebook.
Right. What is that?
Timer.
That's a timer to take a wank?
No, it's a timer to
Sean said yes. He's gonna drop his pants and take a wank right now for the content.
In a weird sense, it's actually a timer to plant seeds. You guys, I have a good lobang. Grab has this thing where you have to go around planting seeds.
Plant seeds into lobangs.
Yeah, plant seeds.
Male or female lobangs?
Yeah, this is a step aside from the topic. Where it's like Grab has this thing now, I think $1 million. Like they give you seeds, they reward you with seeds. Then you walk around Singapore, you find fertile land, you can plant the seed.
How do you know? They give you
Yeah,
the
they'll give you
fertile
it's like
Wait, is
fertile
this legit?
Yeah, they're legit.
Oh,
it's
shit.
It's a legit thing right now. That's what I'm doing. It's you go around. They give you seeds, so you go around, and if you're in an area called fertile, you plant the seed. Every 2 hours, you grow it, and at the last level, at the tree, you can collect Grab points.
Wait. Physical seeds or what? What are we talking about?
Seeds. Virtual seeds.
Virtual seeds.
Jesus
Virtual
Christ.
seeds.
I keep thinking this is like physical seeds.
The next question I wanted to ask is: do
So
they
right
mail
now-
the seeds to you?
I'm gonna
What's this?
evolve a seedling that I planted,
Right.
and once it grows to its final form,
Uh-huh.
I can collect whatever Grab points they
Okay,
give me.
so what do you think they are
Interesting.
harvesting? I think they are harvesting information.
I think they're harvesting human organs.
Their GPS is on while
you
you're
talking
using
about this
the app.
one? Yeah. So they need your
Fucking hell.
they need your location every single time,
Yeah.
and they'll track where you plant your seed. So, yeah. So
But what
that's-
if you keep planting it at like Geylang Lorong 14
uh,
behind house 4?
That's
Yeah.
actually an extremely fertile. That's extremely
And then
fertile.
you see all the everyone who goes there, right, are all men between the age of 25 to 45.
Yeah, that's how.
And,
That's how.
and
No,
they're usually there for like 30 minutes.
so there's a reason for this game. They're definitely not giving you free points, lah.
Yeah.
So right now they want to see where people are using
This
and
is pure.
where you're traveling to, lah.
Right.
Data is money, lah.
Data is
let's put
money.
it that way.
I mean, if we want to talk about recent stuff, we can talk about WhatsApp.
Oh yeah.
But we
Well,
could,
let's keep that for
leave-
the actual
let's leave that for
podcast.
later.
Actual potty.
Because
So
we
for-
touch on signal, so yeah,
so
let's
for
talk about that.
breaking wind, we covered.
And
like,
what
this-
about breaking penises?
yes.
The local topic
Yes.
for this breaking wind, which we will end breaking wind with this
With
topic.
this topic, yeah.
So, in a JC, a junior college,
Mhm.
a kid was born a male and identifies as female,
Female.
right? Went to visit a doctor with her parents now, so her parents. And the doctor said that, okay, we will start hormonal therapy once
Mm.
you reach 18.
Mm.
And please give this memo to your school. So maybe to exclude her from certain activities or some shit like that lah. So the student did that, and at the age of 18, the student went back to the doctor, and the doctor said that, oh, actually MOE has said to me that I should stop giving such memos and stuff like that. So from the newspaper, China News Asia report, this is what I read. So I don't know if anything else happened.
Right.
So the student went onto Reddit
Mm.
Yeah.
and gave a personal account of what happened. So the student was saying that, yeah, I went through this in primary school. I went to an all-boys school. I was teased. I was bullied. And then I was lucky that I went to a co-ed secondary school
Right.
where I felt much more comfortable
With
and
women.
with women around. And then I went to a JC, and I was ill-treated at the JC because, always I was picked on for
Yeah.
having longer hair, how I dressed and everything. So I want to transition, or I want to be on hormone pills and all, and MO is stopping me from doing that.
They blocked him lah. Or her.
No,
Or
but
they blocked her lah.
MOE
Yeah.
is denied it.
So
Wait,
MOE
but-
has said that we have no control over what an individual or what the individual's family wants for that individual.
Right.
So the question.
We can't stop that.
Right.
So we don't know why we are being blamed for this.
Yeah.
And we invite the student to actually come and talk to us.
Yeah.
So the student is upset because MOE says you cannot.
No, the student.
MOE has come and said like we did not say that you cannot do your hormonal therapy, and we don't know why the doctor said that to stop sending in letters. Like the communication could be a breakdown between the school or someone in the school
with the
complaining.
doctor.
Someone in the school saying that MOE has regulations, and the doctor heard
Right.
it as MOE. So how it could have gone is the JC said, "Can you stop sending us this letter?" And the doctor said, "Why?" And it's like it goes against MOE regulations, and it's like,
Mm-mm.
so MOE is blocking me from doing this.
Yeah.
Yes. So the student
Could
comes
be.
to the doctor, and the doctor says, "I don't really want issues with the school and everything else." MOE says, "I can't do it." So the student goes like, MOE is blocking me from getting my my hormone therapy, and then goes out social media.
Right.
Guys, guess what? MOE blocks. Like this
Yeah.
is such a
How old was
this
the
is-
kid? 18?
18.
but this is such a this is such a horrible thing. Like socially woke people listen. MOE is
and
like
socially
blocking me.
woke people, the woke warriors.
Instead of finding out more, they
They
just
just
go
ran
hey,
with it.
hey,
They
look,
ran with
look,
it, yeah.
MOE.
Shame on MOE and all
in
kind
my
of shit.
opinion,
Yeah.
it's just
Right.
people look, it's another cause to fight for.
Mm.
Yay, let's
Yeah.
make ourselves feel special. Let's go out and shame them. Now people are gonna hate this because they're gonna look at this like, how can you can go against like so. I'm okay if you do your due research, you come out and you fight for the right causes. I'm not okay with anyone jumping on a certain bandwagon just to make yourself feel better.
Yeah.
To make yourself feel a little bit more righteous than the person next to you.
Yeah.
To make yourself feel morally upstanding.
Right.
So this is the current sickness that our world is probably going through, is that they find this woke word,
Woken.
this woken thing. It started off as a joke. I mean, people laughed it off, and people were like,
It is still laughable. lah.
yeah, it is.
It is still laughable.
I mean, it is, but now it becomes this thing where even if you speak out against it, you're suddenly this unfeeling monster.
Yeah.
And the reason is no one's questioning like this woke people are kind of like the same people who go to Trump rallies and be all pro-Trump. Same thing. They just find something that they can identify with, and they
then
go
just
with
rush
it.
towards it.
And they go with it without.
So so basically, there's a disconnect between what
There
MOE
might,
has been
there
saying
might be a discourse.
and
MOE
what
is saying
she
that
claims MOE is saying.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's not the student's fault because the student got
Right.
it from the doctor, and it's not the doctor's fault because doctor probably got it from the school. Now, if you're asking me if I want to blame the school, probably because I think that's probably where the issue.
Maybe
Or maybe not the entire school.
Maybe not
whoever,
but whoever
who
read the letter and found
and
like
got
issue
back
with
to the
it.
doctor or contacted the doctor, whatever
Because I
correspondence the
think
doctor got. from
that's
the
where the issue
Right.
comes from. The doctor
From the
probably
school staff.
is
Which school is this? Did they mention?
No,
No, they didn't.
But it's a
no
JC
mention
lah.
JC, yeah.
There's
But-
only 20 JCs in
yes.
Singapore, so pick
And-
one.
And
Pick one.
I'm not even on MOE side. Like it's not like an MOE thing, but MOE said like we don't.
Where do you think there's
we
a
don't
huge
say-
concentration of
Of agates.
of agates in
Where's the lim wei ming on that one? Lim- that one is a huge.
You
lim
better
wei
give
ming.
a
It should have come out.
Chinese
It should have
and
come
then
out.
Ang Mo.
Can we do
Yeah.
that in Malayu? No?
I dropped the F.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped the F.
So
So it's not offensive. Agates. So it's not offensive.
I'll probably St. Francis. If there's a St. Francis JC.
St. Francis.
Yeah, Francis. But either way, I think it's a communication breakdown between the school and the doctor. I think lah.
But actually, when like hearing that story, I won't be surprised if MOE actually come out to block it. I'm surprised that MOE actually came out to say that we it's not our tai chi lah, basically.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want, like we.
No, because
there's
the kid is
reason for us.
18.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the kid has autonomy over, her body. So she can do whatever fuck she wants
And she
now.
is of age.
But the thing is
it's
that
not. She's not like a preschool kid.
yeah.
No.
So the school would not say shit if they went through the entire thing, go through the right processes, and then they'll be like, okay lah.
So it's
What
just
what
strange.
what are we gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is that there is no such framework in Singapore for it. So I don't think the government will allow a kid to transition before 18.
Yes. I
That-
think so. Yeah.
That won't be allowed.
So
Yeah.
Because you need to go for counselling and
the
all that kind of shit.
clarification wise, it has come true lah. Is MOE covering its ass? Is the doctor covering his ass? And you don't know, but
No idea.
like I said
Yeah.
lah, the only ones, the true ones, I find issue with anyone that just jumps on it and without getting any facts. Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Should
okay,
we
do that.
Should we become investigative journalists
No,
and
but dude,
invite this person?
I thought
for a
I thought
podcast.
it was going the other way. I thought you wanted us all the transitions. Like, whoa.
Yeah. Should we invite a
How
guest?
is that investigative?
No, you just go through the process. I want a
No, that's
transition
a walk and dope.
from the Lobang boys to Lobang girls.
No, then you want to do the exact same shit you're criticizing.
No, then see whether
You want to be
anyone-
woke and dope then.
no work.
You
just
want to
try-
feel how is it like in that person's shoes.
But
So
then
you
that
just want to feel like how's it
No.
like to touch
Be
a
an
pussy?
agate.
no, but dude, dude, if we
Or to
actually
touch a pussy.
if we actually went through with it, right, we'd be actually woke.
Why?
I want to say something, but I think it's a bit too mean.
Why?
I should not say it.
Say
But
lah.
Say that if Sean transitioned and he touched his own pussy, it'd be the first pussy that Sean touched.
I hate that. That's
It's a bit long.
Yeah, hey dude, where's my Lim Wei Ming? Lim Wei Ming. So he can't fight. He's got.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Lim Wei Ming.
Dude, that
I do a high pitch one. High pitch one.
It hit so close to home, man. But it's now very, very enticing. 'Cause that would
But
be
he
like
touches pussy on a daily basis.
nice little. Oh,
He's got two.
Yeah, two little
cats.
cats.
Two little cats.
Yeah, no, we should
Now I'm
we should find this person and then invite this person for an interview
We
with
should
the Lobang
find a
Boys.
doctor.
But then again, I'm
Under
not
the
sure if this
mask of
person will catch
anonymity.
fire when she walks into the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's full of sin.
Or she'll be lit on fire. And not by us.
And,
Yeah.
and on that
Only-
final,
only
and,
by the Lord.
and on that final, I think we have too many Lim Wei Mings already. On that final note, this is the end of this episode of
It
the
was-
Breaking Wind.
Yeah.
No more.
We set
No
people
more.
on fire only for the Patreon. Only for content.
Only for Patreon.
That's it. Ciao.
All right.
Ciao.